Arsenal has always been a team with brimming potential. In the first decade or so that Arsene Wenger was with the club, Arsenal did things that haven't been matched. But after they lost the finals with Barcelona in the Champions League of 2006, there was a general feeling that Arsenal needed a new coach who could fulfill all their talent. And it seems that the introduction of Mikel Arteta has made them not simply the club with potential, but a club that might win the league this season. Currently at the halfway stage, Arsenal is leading the title race with current champions Manchester City chasing them in second place. Considering last season, Arsenal didn't even finish in the top 4, that's a big turnaround. Here's our review on 3 things that Mikel Arteta did which made this possible. Number 1, tactical shift, combination of fluency and physicality. Historically, since the time of Wenger, Arsenal has always been a team of flamboyance. When Arsenal are at its best, it is more or less poetry in motion, so they've never had a lot of players with great physicality. But under Arteta, Arsenal has worked to become a team who is more physical. The introduction of Thomas Partey was something that drew comparisons with Patrick Vieira as a rock-solid figure in the midfield. Gabriel Magalhaes is another signing that only helped the backline get stronger. Standing 190 centimeters in length, this Brazilian is an agile figure and partners really with the other center-back so that the defense line is not infiltrated. The physical play was clearly evident in their away win at Chelsea this season, where the rival London club didn't even get past Arsenal's midfield and defense. There was something special about that win, and even after the game, Arteta made the statement that we are the title contenders today. Number 2, change in system. In his first season in charge, Arteta was often perceived as someone who couldn't really change his formations to win games tactically. In his initial days, Arteta opted for a system that played 3-4-2-1, but also opted for 3-5-2 when he had to play tougher oppositions such as Manchester City, Chelsea, and Liverpool in the FA Cup. With Aubameyang playing on the left, it was clearly visible that Arsenal moved predominantly favored the left side too. But with more dynamic players under him, Arsenal saw a seismic shift in their positional play. They aren't as predictable as before, and opted for a 4-2-3-1 system where they look really robust as they have only conceded 14 goals. They also have been a threat going forward as they are only behind Manchester City in terms of the number of goals scored. Number 3, the right recruitment and transformation of players. Just as the transformation of Liverpool under Klopp wouldn't have been possible without a group of players that supported the philosophy of the manager, the same is true of the transformation of the current Arsenal team. So Arteta not simply signed good players and had technical news, but also worked with the ones whom he had to make them better players. Saka has always been a person with the most wonderful qualities, but after he missed the decisive penalty in the Euro 2020, there was a fear that he might bear the scars of that incident for long. But Arsenal were welcoming with Saka and allowed him the ability to flourish, often making him the club's go-to man in terms of scoring. It was a good thing for Saka to be trusted, as it gave him the confidence that he could be relied upon. Arteta also let Lacazette go and signed Gabriel Jesus, who has been a true workhorse for the Arsenal Football Club this season. When Jesus combines with Martinelli or Zinchenko, it is easier for them to find spaces. This has also helped Granit Xhaka to play in the attacking positions. The introduction of a robust goalkeeper by the name of Aaron Ramsdale is another thing that has made the Arsenal team a whole lot better. Though Bernd Leno was a decent keeper in his own right, there were a few critics who believed that Leno was the best amongst some of the more average goalkeepers that Arsenal had back then. Odegaard has been the other player that has helped Arsenal pose a lot more attacking option than they did previously. Although Mikel Arteta was not really an instant hit, it will be fair to say that he has slowly matured into the coach the Arsenal fans have always wanted to have. They have the second best defensive record in terms of the number of goals conceded and the second best offensive record too. Arsenal fans have been pleasantly surprised that Mikel Arteta has taken this team to the top of the table and made them title contenders. And whether they'll lift the title this season is something only time can tell. Bookkeepers have already smashed their odds on Arsenal winning the league. They are giving the Gunners a 35% chance of winning the title this year. Comment and share your thoughts on whether you think Arsenal can go all the way, or will Manchester City catch them?